In today's video, we'll be taking a look at what professional institutional traders are buying and selling according to what the commitment of traders data tells us. Here at A1 Trading, we track closely what professional traders are doing to influence what our own positions look like. If you're interested in this concept, please subscribe and leave us a comment down below letting us know that you like this style of content from us. We'll take an individual look at each asset that we track and add chapters to the video so that you can fast forward ahead to see a specific individual asset that you'd like to take a closer look at. The tool that we use to track the smart money positions is called the A1 Edgefinder, and if you'd like a copy of the Edgefinder for yourself, you can get that in the link in the description below. First, let's check out the US dollar. So here we are on the A1 Edgefinder homepage, and if you're familiar with the Edgefinder, you might see that it has a little bit of a different look to it. But if we go ahead and go over to Smart Money Tracker, like I said, here is our Smart Money Tracker page, and we're going to start off with the US dollar. So if we scroll down, we can see USD down here in the risk off section, along with the yen, Swiss franc, and the US dollar. And the US dollar looks like it's at a 80.03% long compared to a 19.97% short. And we can actually see the number of non-commercial contracts open for the US dollar, and we can see that long has it at 51,109, while short has it at 12,755, and that's how we're getting these percentage numbers. Now let's move on over to the pound GBP, and we can see 73.3% short compared to 26.7% long. And I'm going to do this for all of the different assets that we have in here. So next, let's go to the euro, and the euro is a big mover. That's why it's got these bigger squares here. And the euro is sitting at 53.01% short compared to 46.99% long. And again, we can see the size of the squares is in correlation to the number of contracts that they have open. So like if we start here with the US dollar, we can see that it's got 51,109 on the long side. But if we go over here to the long side on the euro, we can see that number jump up to 197,240. And that's why these squares are bigger than other squares. So like the oil here, we'll get to this in a second. Look at that, that's a big number, 375,155. That's why the oil square is so big. But now back to the euro. Here is our short side, and here is our long side. Let's look at the yen. 72.89% short compared to 27.11% long. Swiss franc down here, really small. We got 69.17% short and 30.83% long. Aussie dollar. In our content, you may have noticed that we occasionally use our own proprietary software to research the markets. This market scanner is called the A1 Edgefinder, and it is a tool our team has spent a lot of time designing and updating. The scanner imports data on things like retail positions to see what retail traders are buying or selling. It also imports bank and hedge fund positioning so that we can get an inside look at what the big players are up to. Of course, we pay attention to fundamentals, so we program the tool to grab economic data in real time to help keep us up to date. If you'd like a copy of the tool yourself, we're doing a major subscriber discount when you use code A1YT at checkout. In the description below, you'll find a link to get access to the tool. By purchasing our software, you'll be supporting our research videos here, as well as getting access to an amazing tool. Again, use code A1YT down below. Now, back to the video. Is 70.26% short and 29.74% long. New Zealand dollar right next to it, 57.52% short compared to 42.48% long. Now let's take a look at some commodities. We can see gold listed here under the metals category along with silver and platinum. And we have 65.38% long and 34.62% short. And if we want to look at oil, again, oil is our biggest with, look at all those contracts, 375,155 open contracts with 77.84% long compared to 22.16% short with 106,827. And lastly, let's look at SPX 500. We have 66.21% short and 33.79% long. Now we're going to look at our top 5 winners and our top 5 losers. Winners being the top 5 long and the losers being the top 5 short. So top 5 long, we have the US dollar, US oil, gold, the NASDAQ 100, and silver. Top 5 up here. And if we want to look at short, we have GBP, JPY, AUD, CHF, and the SPX 500 as our most heavily shorted assets. And then here in the summer, we can actually see the total number of all of our risk on oil, all of our metals, and risk off. So here we can see risk on is everything that falls under here, while metals is all in this section here. Oil right here is a big one, and then risk off is everything that falls below here. So the summary of all the risk on has 951,766 total open positions and an overall long bias of 41.86%. Oil has a total of 481,982 total open positions and 77.84% long, which is consistent with what we see here. And again, oil, this number is taking both the long and the short and adding them together. That's how we're getting this number. Same thing for risk on. That's all of these right here under the risk on category. If we total up all of the non-commercial contracts here, that is how we're getting this number. Metals, 561,486 with 60.28% long. And risk off finally at 217,686, 43.02% long. Now remember, if you'd like to get access to this data on your own time throughout the week, you can do so by getting a copy of our market scanner and going to the Smart Money Tracker section. And this is our Smart Money Scanner. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this is the A1 Edgefinder, and it does all kinds of stuff. You can track individual currencies, commodities, indices, all that kind of stuff. You can click on these to get a more in-depth breakdown of what each pair is doing. We score all of these on different metrics to help you navigate the market and really get a better idea of what you want to buy or sell. But we were looking at the Smart Money Tracker. That's what this video was about. And so if you're interested in this kind of stuff, please check out the Edgefinder. If you use the code A1YT at checkout, you'll get a huge subscriber discount for supporting our content. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.